Hello everybody and welcome to the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show presented by Lundgren Honda. I'm Andy Lacombe, sitting in for Kevin Shea this week with, of course, the head coach of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball team, Bill Gibbons. And Coach, thanks for being back, of course.
Good to be with you, Andy.
We've got the stretch drive now for the women's basketball team, and you're coming off, since we last saw you, a couple of losses and a big win over American here at home. How's the team playing? How would you assess the group right now?
Yeah, well, we've obviously been up and down and had a couple tough losses. And, you know, without Infinity, we're life or death to score. And then pull together our best 9 minutes of the season, or 8:39 of the season, to we'll go on a 21-0 run and get a big win. So with freshmen, that's going to happen. But as you said, the sun is out, the weather's getting warmer, March is around the corner. This, you know, for any basketball junkie or basketball nut, you know, this is the time of year where March Madness on the horizon. You get a little extra, you know, spunk in your step or whatever, and this is the time of year. So you want to be playing your best basketball. And we got a young team, we got a hungry team, and as we know, it comes down to 3 or 4 games in March, and we're working towards those.
It really does. And if you look at, you know, the up and down factor of it all, your record's probably not where you want it to be, but a win over Bucknell, 2 against American. You played Navy extremely tough twice. You know, so these are the 3 top teams in the league. That kind of confidence level going into the final games and then going into the tournament, you know, you got to have an idea that, you know, you can be with anybody right now.
And we talked about that. We're capable of beating anyone in the league. Yet, if we don't show up and aren't ready, anyone in the league, as we saw with Lafayette, can certainly beat us. So it's if you ever could bottle that, but it's all are you ready to play that night, offensive, defensive, rebounding wise, and we certainly were in that stretch drive against American. But now we got to build on it, but hopefully it's some confidence for the young guys that, hey, we can do this, and it's a fun time of year, and yeah, we've had some injuries and been stake bitten a little bit, but that's all part of it. And step up in your role. I think Madeline Smith talked about that. She can't be Infinity, or you know, the forwards can't be Megan or Amy. You have to step up and be the best you can be in your role.
And certainly one thing that has happened with the injuries is you've had a lot of the young players, young student athletes stepping up. You talked about Maddie Smith, Nicole Morris has been in there, and Miranda Nixon has played a key role in the game against American. So, you know, you're getting all this different levels of experience. Great for this year, but also down the line. Obviously, you still got games to play this year.
But we're really coaching for the playoffs and coaching for the future. But you can't beat. We had 6 freshmen and sophomores play of the 10 we played, and that experience is invaluable, Andy. You know, you just can't, you know, equate that. That's great, and that's what I tried to tell them. Now this is getting you ready for the playoffs.
And so you're going on the road. We'll talk a little bit about that. And, you know, have to kind of hold serve in some challenging environments. And then one more game here at home before the regular season ends up. But we're going to come back. We'll talk a little bit more with you later in the show about this American game, this comeback, and just what we saw when you were in the Hart Center on that Saturday. It was something to watch.
Crazy.
We'll be back with Coach Gibbons and more of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show presented by Lundgren Honda.
Welcome to Lundgren Honda of Auburn. We are the largest Honda dealer in central Massachusetts. Choose from over 500 new and pre-owned Hondas, always in stock. And inside, you'll find all the support you'll need to make your ownership experience the best it can be. That's why we have the highest return of repeat buyers here at Lundgren Honda. Listen, if we don't have it here, chances are you won't find it anywhere. Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Experience it.
Worcester, a city defined by a heritage of innovation, fortitude, and caring.
Where the community is diverse and full of promise.
Unibank is proud to introduce Invest Worcester,
a savings account that reinvests deposits into home ownership, small business, and community development.
While earning a premium rate of interest, help invest in Worcester's future.
Unibank. Together, we can build a better Worcester.
Wachusett Wine and Spirits, where you'll shop in comfort one of the area's largest selection of over 1,500 domestic, international, and craft beers. A wide selection of fine domestic and international wines for any occasion, as well as unique premium liquors and handcrafted spirits. Wachusett staff is committed to exceptional customer service and finding specialty items for their customers. Visit WachusettLiquors.com for monthly specials and gift certificates. Route 12, West Boylston, across from the Manor.
Percy's is a proud sponsor of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. At Percy's, we've got it all. Appliances, electronics, televisions, and more. Percy's, 19 Glennie Street in Worcester, right off of Gold Star Boulevard. Visit us online at percys.com.
Established in 1939, Standard Auto is a name that you can trust. With over 40 acres of early and late model parts, Standard Auto has what you need. Bring us your worn out or used cars. Call us last for the best prices. Standard Auto, 257 Granite Street in Worcester.
It's Meze Greek Tapas Bar and Grill, Worcester's only authentic Greek tapas, 156 Shrewsbury Street in Worcester.
Cowbella Restaurant, Pizza and Catering Service, located at 402 Grove Street in Worcester. The best caterer for 4 years running.
Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'. O'Connor's Restaurant and Bar, 1160 West Boylston Street in Worcester. Visit us at the West Boylston DQ Chill and Grill on Route 12, right off of I-190 Exit 4. Visit us online at dqcakes.com. Welcome to the Compass Tavern. At the Compass, we offer a delicious menu featuring the best American style and New England dishes made from scratch in our kitchen. Whether it's lunch, dinner, or special celebrations, the Compass Tavern is the place to go. The Holy Cross Basketball Show is presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
Welcome back to the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show presented by Lundgren Honda. Coach, let's talk about the game against American. It's something that I haven't seen. 21-0 run to end the game for the women's basketball team over one of the better teams in the conference, in the league right now. And, you know, you're down 16. You call a timeout with, 8.5 something minutes to play in the game.
8:29, I remember, yeah.
What are you saying? Because even you admitted in the post game you had hope, but it might have not been full-fledged hope.
Oh, right, I had hope, but it was just the way we were going. And like you said, it wasn't like we were playing chopped liver. I mean, they're a good team. They're well coached. They're disciplined. They're not going to. And I just said we got to keep fighting, keep running our stuff, keep looking inside, and on any delay, any made free throw, we're going to press full court to see if we can get the tempo going our way. And that was the thing that people didn't talk about. We pressed our full court press 4 times, and they were 0 for 4. And we got a couple steals, but even they came down and hurried their shots, Andy, rather than be able to set up their offense. But as you mentioned, Madeline Smith was just, she had a regular 3, and then Katie Doherty had a regular 3. There's 6 points. It went from 16 to 4, a 12-point swing, real quick, real quick, in less than 2.5 minutes. And then when Madeline Smith, the ball is going out near half court, it gets poked away from her 3, and you hear the whole crowd go 3, 2, 1, and she kind of up fakes at 1, and off 1 foot heaves it in, like you used to do.
Calls
back
glass,
at
right?
Off
Calls
the
glass.
The bank was open for a 3-pointer, and I believe so. Now that gets it from 7 down to 4.
Right.
And all of a sudden, that might have been the end of the run that I said from 16 to 4. It was 12 points, and her bank shot in. Yeah. And now the whole crowd is into it, and they have to call a timeout. And then we just kept getting stops. I thought Katie Doherty made a good point. She said usually it's your defense that fuels your offense. But in that game, it seems like when we were making shots, it had a little more hop in our step on the defensive end, and now we shut them out. But I've never been a part of a game, 21-0. Did it help to have Bishop Riley on the bench?
I think
the Bishop Emeritus was saying the rosary. I'm sure it did, but he was beaming because, as we talked off the air, he's 20-2 going in the game. I have a good talk with him before, and he says, I want to be 21-2, Coach, at the end. And even he, I think, was looking like it was going to be 20-3, and he was beaming afterwards. And I said, we had it all the way, Bishop. Had it all the way with you on the bench. But just a great win and great for our confidence. And I thought the fans that were here were awesome. The bandos were great. And but that's what home court advantage can do for you.
It was a loud atmosphere, especially in that fourth quarter.
Right.
You said you've never seen a game like this, 21-0 run. You've been coaching for a fair amount of time.
36 years.
So that I think says something about what happened on Saturday. How does that move forward? How do you kind of, like you said, bottle that and take it into Loyola?
Right. Well, I guess the lesson is, again, that you got to keep playing, and anything can happen. Obviously, we saw that with the Patriots in the Super Bowl, but anything can happen if you keep playing and keep believing. We said believe as we broke every huddle, and so that's lesson number one. And as we talked about earlier, we can play with anyone else, but anyone in the league, but you can't think that's going to happen every game, but you've got to see the ingredients of that, of moving the ball on offense and not fouling on defense. That was the other thing, because when we fouled in the fourth quarter, a lot of times, until under a minute, they were not in the bonus.
Right.
So now they have to inbound it, and we'd get a stop. So as Coach Bill Gibbons Sr. says, the importance of playing good defense without fouling is very, very key. So, and that was a key ingredient.
That was huge.
Yeah.
4 foul shots I think they had down the stretch.
Down the stretch, and they missed all 4, and we made our foul shots.
Yeah.
Which is, again, a secret for getting wins around 20 times.
Fundamentals.
Yep.
Excellent. All right. Well, great win, Coach. We're back to talk more with you in a little bit. We're back with much more of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball show presented by Lundgren Honda right after this.
It's Meze Greek Tapas Bar and Grill, Worcester's only authentic Greek tapas, 156 Shrewsbury Street in Worcester.
Welcome to Lundgren Honda of Auburn. We are the largest Honda dealer in central Massachusetts. Choose from over 500 new and pre-owned Hondas, always in stock. And inside, you'll find all the support you'll need to make your ownership experience the best it can be. That's why we have the highest return of repeat buyers here at Lundgren Honda. Listen, if we don't have it here, chances are you won't find it anywhere. Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Experience it.
Worcester, a city defined by a heritage of innovation, fortitude, and caring.
Where the community is diverse and full of promise.
Unibank is proud to introduce Invest Worcester,
a savings account that reinvests deposits into home ownership, small business, and community development.
While earning a premium rate of interest, help invest in Worcester's future.
Unibank. Together, we can build a better Worcester.
Percy's is a proud sponsor of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. At Percy's, we've got it all. Appliances, electronics, televisions, and more. Percy's, 19 Glennie Street in Worcester, right off of Gold Star Boulevard. Visit us online at percys.com.
Established in 1939, Standard Auto is a name that you can trust. With over 40 acres of early and late model parts, Standard Auto has what you need. Bring us your worn out or used cars. Call us last for the best prices. Standard Auto, 257 Granite Street in Worcester.
The Bagel Inn, 785 Main Street, Route 122A in Holden. Open daily at 5:30 a.m.
Specializing in wicked awesome bone-in and boneless wings, the Wicked Wing Company, 321 West Boylston Street in Worcester, is your home for the best wings in Worcester. Check out our menu online at wickedwingco.com.
The Fix Burger Bar, handmade burgers, elixirs, and shakes for whatever ails you.
Chick-fil-A Westboro proudly supports the Crusaders women's basketball program. We would love the opportunity to serve you at our restaurant at 286 Turnpike Road, Westboro. Here's to a great season.
Mark Bernier is your Worcester area Edward Jones financial advisor. Whether you're planning for retirement, college, or protecting your financial future, give Mark a call at 508-755-1213.
The Holy Cross Basketball Show is presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
Welcome back to the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show presented by Lundgren Honda. We're joined by Miranda Nixon out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And Miranda, you're coming off a game. First off, let's talk about American. It's been the big theme of this show. A monumental comeback, 21 points down. You have a big game, 9 rebounds, do a lot of things in there because there were some people in foul trouble. You had to step into a role and play a lot of minutes down the stretch. What was that like, and what was that comeback like for you?
Well, the comeback was crazy. I mean, the crowd was into it. It was great atmosphere. I mean, when our post, we lost 2 to injury, unfortunately. So as posts, we said to each other we had to step up. And when you get in foul trouble, people got to come out on the court and play. So I think that a lot of it was just team backing me up to get in there and play defense and do my job, do all the dirty work. Maybe not score that many points, but get rebounds, help the team out a little bit.
Yeah, rebounds are huge. Obviously, have you ever been a part of a comeback like that, high school or middle school or any kind of basketball?
No, it was crazy. I mean, I looked up and we were down 16, and then the next time I looked up and we were down 4, and I felt that we had the momentum, and I felt like we just took over, and they really couldn't stop us. So,
what's this year been like? Obviously, in terms of, you said there's injuries that your team's dealing with, and a lot of young players stepping into roles and having to fill roles, and you've had some wins like Bucknell and these 2 against American that really have to kind of give you a spark going forward. What's the year been like for you?
Well, being a returner, it's a lot different. Freshman year, I think everybody is just, it's a struggle because it's new, but I think coming back this year, knowing what I have to do and knowing what the team needs and knowing how I can contribute, it's really helpful. I think that it's just great to get some of these wins, and I think this year has been a little strange with some of our losses, some of our wins, but I think that right now we're turning over a new leaf, and I think that that win against American gave us a lot of great momentum to keep this going and keep our season looking a lot better for playoffs. So
you segue by saying, I'm going to segue, but you said you're a returner. Now, Coach just described you off camera as kind of like what is it, another mother or something like that to some of the younger players. So you take care of some people on this team.
Yeah, so we have 6 freshmen, and coming in as a class of 2, it's really different to come in and have 6 new people that you have to get to know and get along with and everything like that. And I think that I've always been, I guess, motherly figure on a team, I guess. But yeah, some of them call me mom sometimes, but yeah, I just look out for them. They're my family away from my family at home. So.
Did you have a big family at home? Do you have some like preparation for this?
No,
or just,
so I'm one of 2. I only have a brother, so.
Okay, all right.
So I guess, I don't know. It's a little different, but I love all of them, and they're great people. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Lastly, just real quick, you're playing against a former teammate now in these last couple of games. What's that going to be like? And obviously, how often do you get to communicate with some of your high school teammates?
Well, actually, so American, I just played against one of my teammates. She was injured, so didn't really play against her, but played against her team. So, but against Loyola, I get to play against my high school point guard, which it's going to be interesting. I played against her last year, but I mean, she's a great player, and I think I have some advantage because I know what she does. I'm used to it. I was used to it all through high school, so I think I can help the team out, give them some pointers.
Awesome. So you're like an extra scout as well, leading up to these couple of games.
Yeah.
Miranda Nixon, keep up the good work. Thanks for joining us here on the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. We're back with more right after this.
Welcome to Lundgren Honda of Auburn. We are the largest Honda dealer in central Massachusetts. Choose from over 500 new and pre-owned Hondas, always in stock. And inside, you'll find all the support you'll need to make your ownership experience the best it can be. That's why we have the highest return of repeat buyers here at Lundgren Honda. Listen, if we don't have it here, chances are you won't find it anywhere. Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Experience it.
Worcester, a city defined by a heritage of innovation, fortitude, and caring.
Where the community is diverse and full of promise.
Unibank is proud to introduce Invest Worcester,
a savings account that reinvests deposits into home ownership, small business, and community development.
While earning a premium rate of interest, help invest in Worcester's future.
Unibank. Together, we can build a better Worcester.
Wachusett Wine and Spirits, where you'll shop in comfort one of the area's largest selection of over 1,500 domestic, international, and craft beers. A wide selection of fine domestic and international wines for any occasion, as well as unique premium liquors and handcrafted spirits. Wachusett staff is committed to exceptional customer service and finding specialty items for their customers. Visit WachusettLiquors.com for monthly specials and gift certificates. Route 12 West Boylston, across from the Manor.
Before or after the Crusaders hit the court, come on down to Bentley Pub in Auburn, Route 12 near the junction of the Mass Pike. Visit us online at bentleypub.com.
It all starts with a touch. The smallest thing that sets her heart in motion. The rhythm of love, the only jewelry powered by her heartbeat.
New Tech Design is a proud supporter of Holy Cross women's basketball. Custom printing, embroidery, promotional items, and more. Visit us online at newtechdesignGroup.com.
Established in 1939, Standard Auto is a name that you can trust. With over 40 acres of early and late model parts, Standard Auto has what you need. Bring us your worn out or used cars. Call us last for the best prices. Standard Auto, 257 Granite Street in Worcester.
The Holy Cross Basketball Show is presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
Welcome back. We're joined by Kathryn Pedi, freshman on the Holy Cross women's basketball team, and a walk-on that Coach Gibbons describes. Let me get this right: the best walk-on since Neil Armstrong. That's a pretty good compliment from your coach.
I think so.
Yeah.
Compared to Neil Armstrong.
You'll take it. You'll take it. Talk to me about what the experience has been like for you here with the women's basketball program so far, and what you've learned or picked up so far.
It was definitely hard and kind of scary in the beginning, just coming on as a walk-on and not knowing really any of the girls, especially my own class, and there's 5 of them. So coming in and being completely new, I was really nervous, but they took me in immediately, and all the upperclassmen were so welcoming, and they treated me just like if I was on full ride, and they didn't take it easy on me or like look down on me or anything like that, which was awesome. And obviously I was nervous because I felt like I really had to prove myself to everyone, but they made it really easy and the transition really easy for me.
Played for a good basketball program in high school just outside of Chicago. Why the choice to come to Holy Cross as a walk-on? What was it that kind of brought you here?
Recruiting was a weird process for me, but I talked to Holy Cross when I was a sophomore, and I visited here when I was a sophomore, and I met and visited with Katie Doherty and that freshman, when they were freshmen, now they're juniors, so that's crazy. But they were so welcoming, and the coaches were all so welcoming. So out of all, this was the school that I really wanted to walk on.
And then, the upperclassmen now that were freshmen then, what's it been like kind of working with them? Because you work with the guards, right, for the most part. So what's it like kind of going up against them in practice and working with them to get ready for games?
It's great practice. Obviously, the juniors have a huge role on this team. Obviously, most of them start, and they're all all our guards are juniors that start. And so it's really great going up against them because competing against them, and you obviously know you're going to get better going up against the best.
And you're known, at least by some around the program, as a three-point specialist. I know the coaches might want to tell you to take other shots and do other things, but what's that like? How do you pride yourself, and how much do you work on that?
Surprisingly, I was a big three-point shooter in college or in high school, but I think my role here as a freshman is three-point shooting, so that's actually kind of fun.
Yeah.
So I just work on it all the time, and it's really fun. Whenever a shot goes in, everyone goes crazy. So.
Now you're from Chicago. Obviously, there's a great pizza debate. Who has the best pizza? New York, Chicago, Boston. So you fall with Chicago, right?
Chicago.
And word is that your parents, your folks, are getting Lou Malnati's pizza for the team before one of these last couple games. So Lou Malnati's is a famous deep dish pizza place. Better than Uno's?
Better than Uno's.
Better than
yeah.
best in the Chicago area?
Best. I worked at Lou's, so
I'm
kind of biased.
You're biased.
But it's the best, yeah.
All right. So if you could, what so you got a lot of Eastern folks on this team here that maybe don't eat a lot of Chicago deep dish pizza. Why is it the best pizza?
Why is it the best?
Yeah.
I think people here think they have deep dish, but they've never tasted deep dish until they taste Chicago deep dish. That's just the best.
That's awesome. All right, Lou Malnati's. We'll see her on the Food Network soon, promoting the pizzas. But thanks very much, Kathryn.
Thank
Best
you.
of luck to you the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, that's Kathryn Pedi with us. We're back with more of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show right after this.
Welcome to Lundgren Honda of Auburn. We are the largest Honda dealer in central Massachusetts. Choose from over 500 new and pre-owned Hondas, always in stock. And inside, you'll find all the support you'll need to make your ownership experience the best it can be. That's why we have the highest return of repeat buyers here at Lundgren Honda. Listen, if we don't have it here, chances are you won't find it anywhere. Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Experience it.
City Trophy, conveniently located at 32 Auburn Street in Auburn.
Visit us at the Commercial Fruit and Garden Outlet. Personalized fruit and gift baskets for the holidays or any occasion. 1050 Southbridge Street on the Worcester-Auburn line. Beautiful to look at, delicious to eat.
After the game, come on down to Flip Flops on Main Street in Holden. Good food, good friends, good times. Flip Flops on Main Street in Holden.
Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by The Boynton, 117 Highland Street in Worcester. Visit us online at boyntonrestaurant.com.
Quinn's Irish Pub on West Boylston Street in Worcester. From appetizers, lunch, dinner, or our weekly specials, our pub selections are a must on your night out.
The Holy Cross Basketball Show is presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
All right, welcome back with Coach to wrap things up here. And Coach, a couple big games coming up for you. Final home game is against Loyola on Channel 3 on March the 1st.
Right.
But before that, you're on the road against Boston University, maybe the most improved team in the
Certainly,
Patriot League right now. And you saw them earlier this year. To get a couple of wins here to close it out, to go into the tournament, obviously it helps your seedings, helps where you might be, but also it just creates some momentum.
Right. BU certainly the most improved team. Have that girl from Canada to transfer, 6'3", 6'4", Sophie Beaudry, and they played very well, as we talked about the first game here, and then they've kept it up.
Yeah.
You know, they have 10 wins in the league. So matchup zone, we're going to have to move the ball, go inside out, and we're going to have to make shots. We were 6 for 35 from 3 in that game. Now, that's too many threes, number one. But you're going to have to knock, the way they play defense, you're going to have to knock down threes to beat them. And maybe 10's the magic number you got to get, or 11 out of 25 or whatever, but you can't shoot 35. You got to score inside too. So that's the key. And then obviously you got to defend them and defend the big kid inside. So that's the key. With Loyola, they're a little different. They're a man-to-man, scrappy team that we're bigger than. So we got to get the ball inside to Lauren, Maddie, Miranda, inside to our bigs, and try to establish our inside game to win that game as well as defend the net. So 2 different games, but you know, we're not going far. We're going down to Mass Pike for the Turnpike Trophy, and then we're coming home to the Hart Center on Channel 3, where we always play well, on Channel 3 for the finale. So looking forward to those
And
games.
you'll have Loyola twice in a week at the end of the year.
That's
it's
a
kind of
weird
an
thing.
odd schedule,
Yeah.
but I mean, does it help you in terms of obviously game prep coming off of BU?
Yeah, I think it definitely does, and it's just the thing. We wanted that that bye. Had we not had to bye the first week of classes, we would have had to go at Loyola Wednesday and at Navy Saturday, which would have been too much travel. So now with that bye, it pushed. That's what made it 2 out of 3. So it does. You're familiar. It's almost like an NBA series or whatever, but it will make it, you know, both teams will, for that March 1st finale, both teams will know each other.
And the good news, you control your own destiny in terms, in terms of where you could fall in the seedings.
Right, and we control our own destiny certainly of being on the road for that play-in game, which you don't want, though the men did it last year, you don't want to have that. So, and it's more important, how are you playing? Are you getting a little momentum going into the tournament? That's the important thing. So we control our destiny. The girls are working hard, and we'll see if we can get a Infinity back for the stretch drive. If we can't, we need the freshmen to step up.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck to you, and we'll see you a little bit after the regular season on the next edition.
Very good. Good job pinch hitting for your boy, K-Shay.
All right, appreciate it, Coach. Thanks for watching the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show presented by Lundgren Honda.